Well, folks, we have made it out onto the water. We are not where we're supposed to be today. I was hoping to go fishing on Cayuga Lake. I was all set for it. I got to the parking lot and I saw whitecaps on the water. I already had a tough day on Otisco Lake on Monday, so I decided, you know what, I want a nice relaxing day of kayak fishing. So I came to Oak Island and I'm going to be fishing on the Seneca Cayuga Canal. So we fished here last year. I think we caught like 7 fish, so it was a nice spot. I have seen a ton of bass already just moseying around. I saw like a 4-pounder shoot underneath the launch. So there's big fish around here. Hopefully we're gonna find them. And I'm gonna get to fishing. I don't have quite the setup I would have liked to have had for canal fishing today. We'll have to switch back and forth between the Wacky Rig and the micro spinnerbait, retying them depending on the situation. Usually for the canal, I like to have both set and ready to go. But we're gonna improvise today. Good day to improvise and try a couple new things. And at least we got the crankbait that has been producing for us. So hopefully we're gonna see some results. Oh crap. Oh crap, fish had it. What was that? Guys, I found out, I just saw the fish that grabbed onto the worm. It's huge. I don't know what it is. Like if it's a pike, and that's what it was. Oh man. Wait. That's a chain pickerel. Chain pickerel. Okay. First one of the year. You gonna behave? Not a bad little chain pickerel. Beautiful fish. Love catching these guys. Gonna get the release. Get your snoot out. There he goes. All right, bud. Well, that was a nice little surprise, guys. Was not expecting that right off the bat. Pickerel's one of my favorite things to catch too, and I've only caught a few of them. They're just a gorgeous fish. So that was definitely a treat. I was expecting to catch more like a 7 or 8 inch bass to start things off. You know, a real lukewarm start, and then we'll hit something big later. But nice fish to get the day going. Now, I bet you all can't guess what we're going to do now after catching a fish with teeth. We're going to take off 6 inches of line and totally retie everything. With how much he was fighting and struggling towards the end there to avoid the net, I am shocked he actually didn't tear through the line with where I had him, because he definitely could have grazed the line. He did graze the line with his teeth. But he could have sheared right through it. I think it's because I have the higher pound test today. I've got 10-pound fluorocarbon instead of the 8 that I normally roll with for the Wacky Rig. I brought the heavier one for that, specifically for Cayuga Lake, because I know, you know, bigger fish in the lake, you're going to want to upsize your line a bit, and they usually don't seem to care. I've caught a ton of fish on straight braid in Cayuga Lake anyways. So I figured the difference between 8 and 10-pound fluorocarbon was going to be too big of a deal. So I'm happy that it held out long enough. It was definitely chewed up though. I made the right call in retying it immediately. I'm gonna head back over to the dock for at least a minute or two. I don't know if there's gonna be any more of those guys over there or other fish, but that was a nice big fish to be hiding around the first dock. And it's literally the dock for the island. Here's a good view of Oak Island, by the way, guys. You get the parking lot right in the middle there. We launched on the other side, about right over there. And then you got a couple of docks to tie up on right here too. So it's a nice place. At least one thing we don't have to worry about today is being super tired on the way back, because the water is flowing that way and it's not going to change because there is a little tributary that comes off of the canal right there. So it's bringing the water that way no matter what. The water is flowing in that direction. It actually just picked up speed too. So it's gonna be a little tough getting out there, but the trip back won't be so bad. It was not pushing me this fast just a few moments ago. I think it's coupled with the wind too. The wind does affect things. Six-pound bass just went under me right now, guys. I have no idea how to catch them. I've been throwing stuff in here for a while. 30-something inch pike went by, or, you know, pickerel. All the big fish are sticking to this side. All the big fish are sticking to that side. Well, this is that tree from last year. It looks like they have cut some limbs. Okay, they're still hiding under that tree. Not the size we're looking for, but it's a fish. Okay. All right. Just a little guy. Not gonna weigh this one. I brought my scale with me today. I didn't bring the board. That's a pretty fish. That's a real dark green on this guy. All right, buddy. Let's get you back in. Okay, bass number one. About 2 hours into the day. I'm hoping there's more fish under there, and I'm hoping they're bigger than that. What you doing, bud? Hi. I know, I'm looking for you and your friend. Hi, you coming up to say hi? How's it going, bud? I can give you something if you give me a minute. You'll probably get nervous though. Oh, you have friends. Oh, good. I don't know how much of that you were able to see. I forget, I'm wearing pretty darn good polarized lenses. They're not expensive, but they do their job very well. That's a bass. That's a big bass sitting there. Hang on. It's not a bass. It was not a bass. It was a pickerel. Pickerel or pike, how we doing? Did not shred it. Almost sight fished a pickerel. He ran off that way. I don't know if he'll grab it again. Well, at least some fish are wanting to eat today, not many. It can't be the water temperature. It can't be the water temperature being too warm. It's too early in the season and it's been very cold overall. That was the wildest thing ever. I saw him grab it and then he turned to the side and then I realized it was no bass. Oh my. Hi guys. Don't mind me. They're following me. They're following me. I have bass following. They're schooling with my kayak. And now, oh, now the wind kicks up just as I have a plan. You see that? Now I can't see anything. But if they can't see me, that might also be an improvement. Okay, it stopped. Just one gust. I'm just going to throw that crankbait right down the middle. I can't think of anything else to try right now. These fish are an absolute riot. They're just chilling under my kayak. Maybe one eventually will bite, huh? They're schooling with my kayak. What do I do? What do I do? The fish I want to catch are treating my kayak as a bigger fish and just schooling with me. So they're hitting bait. They're hitting bait right over here. And do I try like a gilly? I don't know. Do I switch it? Do I put a Berkeley gilly on for the heck of it? I'm not even going to change hooks. I'm just going to throw gilly on. Okay, they're over here. These are the ones I want to eat, and that is a beautiful smallmouth. I'm gonna try to weigh that one. That one's pudgy. Okay, that's where they are. And that's what they're biting. You need to calm down, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that even a smallmouth? Oh my gosh. Is it a hybrid rock bass smallmouth? Look how big. Oh my god. It's not long, look how fat. Holy cow. I wanted to get another angle on this guy. Or girl. I'm gonna say. I wanted to get another angle on this girl. I think we can definitely confirm female. Oh my gosh. That is a fat smallmouth. That's insane. We're gonna get a weight. It's heavy. And luckily we got the scale today. 2 pounds, 3 ounces and 7/8. Now I think the clip is like 3/4 of an ounce. So that accounts for that. So 2 pounds, 3 ounces. That's insane. That's a heavy little fish, and the fish is only like a foot long. All right, big girl, get you back in. Woo! That's pretty cool. 2 pounds, 3 ounces for that size of fish. I am astounded. I somehow doubt we'll see another one quite that fat, but I hope there's more over there. Because that was a fun one. Oh, kept wondering why this thing was getting messed up. That's part of the problem. That's vertical right there. Look at how far off this thing is. This is over here. Got to bend her back. Oh, that's a goner. Oh, maybe not. You know, I may try this side for a little bit, because I'm figuring I'm going to hit that other side on the way back. Just the way the water's flowing, I think it's going to make more sense to hit the other side on the way back, you know? The thing that's driving me nuts now with this pole, this is the pole that's got the thin line that I've been using for the Wacky Rig and for the micro spinnerbait. All of the cottonwood seeds are starting to bunch up to the point where it's making a tick every time it goes through the rings. So I keep thinking I'm getting a bite or something, and it's just the cottonwood seeds. Whoa, whoa. Interesting. Huh. Have an interesting thought. I ended up totally bird nesting my one bait caster I brought today. I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw a frog. Good idea, poor execution, because of all the cottonwood. So the cottonwood, after the first throw, literally just one throw in, got so gunked up that it bird nested immediately, and it unspooled almost all the line on the reel, and there's not much of a way that I can fix it. So we're down one rod and reel for today. The other one, I gotta cast a little bit and see if I can get it to work again, because I had another braided line pull and I was gonna put the frog on there. I was desperate to try out the frog, but I realized it's not worth damaging my equipment over trying to catch a fish over there. Oh, he hit it. Oh, oh my gosh. I got him. Oh my gosh, you guys saw none of that. My camera got flipped up. I just sight fished a monster. I sight fished a monster. Other camera was off. Great. Best action I've had all day and one of the best takedowns I've ever seen in my entire life. He just went and nailed that that crankbait. Oh. I'm gonna shoot this on both cameras. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I wish I had my board. That guy might break the record. He's fat. I don't know if he's ultra long. I don't know about the length, but that might be the heaviest fish I've ever caught. We're going to weigh him right now, but I'm gonna get another shot of this guy in a second. I always try and rest the fish up between shots. They're around here. There's another one to my right, his size. He's coming over to check out what's going on. Might stick around here for a few minutes with the crankbait. That's on that crankbait that I've been catching everything else on, guys. It's crazy. Okay. Look at that fish. Look at that beautiful, beautiful fish. That's awesome. That's a big bass. All right. Now we're gonna give him a minute. Give him another minute, and I'm gonna get the scale out while he is recuperating. Or she, definitely a she. All right. So we weighed it. That's what we got. All right, let's let this big beautiful fish go. All right, big mama, get out there and lay them eggs. Whew. I'm gonna see if I can catch me another one of those. Well, I think that's as good a place to call it as any. The cottonwood is totally gunked up the reel, and the line stopped dead, and my poor little Pond Magic spinner just kept on sailing. Oh geez, but we got a lot in today, and whew, it was a tough paddle against the current, more so than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a fairly easy day because the wind is obviously better to deal with here on the canal where there's no waves, but accompanying that current with that wind in the same direction, it was rough. But we ended up catching 4 fish, 3 different species. We started with that chain pickerel, which was a nice surprise right off the bat, and then we caught that smaller largemouth over in the side channel. That smallmouth, it was it was almost taller than it was long. But we finished off with that fantastic bass that I have no footage of me catching. Thankfully, I got everything set up for me being able to show it off there after I had caught it. So I'd lucked out there. But otherwise, we had technical difficulties dealing with the current. Wasn't the easiest day, but you know what? It was a worthwhile day, especially for that last fish. So I'm happy to have been able to get out here today. It's nice having the week off. I'm going to try to get in as much more fishing as I can. This is my second kayaking trip. I may try to get in a third one, either Friday or Saturday, depending on what the weather's like. And I'm thinking about doing another canal trip. I don't know if I want to go do another lake right yet. I might go back to one of our old stomping grounds and see if we can totally smash the smallmouth and largemouth again on the shorelines of the Erie Canal. So look forward to more videos in the coming weeks. It was awesome getting to take everybody along with me today. I enjoy these kayak trips where I get to talk about the experience a bit and bring you all along for the adventure. And hopefully we'll have some more real good ones left in 2025. So thank you all for watching for now. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all take care.